Hi there everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Christy here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Leo, if you don't know your Moon and Rising sign already, check the description box for a link to Always Astrology. That way you can plug in your information and learn what your Moon and Rising signs are. And if for any reason this doesn't appeal to you, check those out for the week. This is for the week of May 30th to June 6th. That being said, I hope that this does appeal to you and you find it helpful in some way. You can find links to the cards I'm using, to my ebook, and the reasons why I do this as well in the description box, Leo. So this is a general reading as well. So whatever is most prominent in your life this week, I'll get you to apply these messages directly to that, and hopefully it's healing and helpful for you. So whether that's romance, finance, travel, etc., whatever is happening most prominently for you this week, hopefully these messages help through those issues. I'll be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for a 5-card spread. Following that, we'll draw a card each from the Medicine Card Tarot and the Healing with the Angels Tarot for additional messages. So Leo, I wish for you all success, joy, and wellness. I invoke spirits of love, light, and beauty. I call upon archangels Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel to guide this reading in peace, clarity, protection, and wisdom. I ask that Gaia please bless this reading for Leo. All right, Leo, so in the central position so far, we have the Yang card. It is the action card of the deck. So this week is going to be met with a great deal of action. So whatever concern or issue that you're looking for guidance on this week, like I said, it could be anything as it is a central, rather a general reading. This is a week of taking action, so we'll look at what some of the influences are around taking action this week, but it is the #1 card of the deck. Its planet is the sun. It is male energy. Yang literally is the opposite to the ancient Chinese symbol yin. So this is a masculine energy, driven energy. This is drive. This is ego, etc. And it could be it is rather your guide this week. Now, is this going to be the best thing to be driving you this week? So far, so good. It's looking like you're coming out of a place. This is energy you're just leaving, coming into the week, and it's the mending card. So this is just about healing and creating relationships or healing relationships. If there is no other person involved in this spread or this week for you, Leo, this is internal, something that you're experiencing for yourself, by yourself, but it's always a positive element to heal issues that we hold within, particularly if they are causing present day upset, right? Nobody needs negative energy driving them down. So it looks like you've done a great deal of work for the past week and you're just coming into. So this was emotional work, and it looks like you're coming into action, like physical action work this week. And you're emboldened. You feel really emboldened. And in the external energy or conscious position here, you have the Treasure Island. Woo! A lot of them jumped, but this came out at the bottom. I love this card. The Treasure Island, I'm actually going to look at the language that the authors wrote about. This is the law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition, positive thinking, and good fortune. This really could, ultimately, it's about bringing these things into your own life. Good fortune, yeah, it could befall you because it is an external card here. It could, however, just be a message of good fortune or positive thinking, etc., that you're going to incorporate into your life because it was given to you and it's met with love. There's a great deal, there are rather a great deal of stars and hearts around this. I'll show you up close in just a moment. So this is really a goodwill card, and it's about having a sense of the law of attraction and not just having it, but being in tune with it, okay? And then, like I said, we have the Milk and Honey card. underneath. This is the card in the deck that is most closely aligned to Nirvana. This is about feeling pure peace from within. It's prosperity, authenticity, trusting that your needs will be met. So never worrying. It's about pure fulfillment here. And these are actually these are the last two cards of the deck. So fulfillment, feeling prosperity within, and mending and healing are just two of some of the finest symbols, in my opinion, of the human condition. So if you've come out of something difficult, Leo, boy, do you have something to share now, right? You have a lot to give because of what you've just received or what you've just been through or that you've just, come to terms with or had that aha moment, etc. I think on an intuitive level, even if it's been difficult, even if you've let go of it, even if for some reason it wasn't working for the longest time, you decided it's never going to work, I think you're mending the relationship you had with yourself, unless this is a larger external issue, where you were giving yourself a little bit of grief, not looking at the positive side of things, maybe being too wrapped up in other people's problems, issues, concerns, maybe even, like I said, maybe even something from the past that's been sort of haunting you. And for whatever reason this week, Leo, you're not having any of it anymore. You don't want to be there anymore mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically. You're not willing to put up with something that isn't good for you. And that's marvelous. You realize that you're worth more than that and that your time is more precious than that. And then in the probable outcome card, we have the by the book. We're looking at literally doing things step by step. This could mean something that's important to you that you thought was going to come together more quickly, or that you didn't need to put as much effort or time into is going to actually take a little bit more time and effort because it is strict. This really is a card of strictness. This is about rules and regulations and paperwork and just making sure sort of everything's right here. I don't think it's a cause for stress necessarily. I think you might have even anticipated this. But if this is part and parcel of something that's going on internally with you, it could be simply that you're looking at what you need to do step by step to bring positive aspects of the law of attraction into your life so that you can manifest wellness, you can manifest nirvana in your own life by treating it as though it's a sense of healing, that this is a measure of healing for you, that you're not taking from anybody, you're not stealing from anybody, and no one's allowed to do that to you. It's literally about the greater good. So this is actually quite beautiful to see for you, Leo, and I really hope that this appeals to you and resonates with you on a deep level. Because you're this, this is your card, right? Like actually your card, not only in this deck, but in the traditional tarot and the Rider-Waite tarot. This would be the card, the Sun. The Sun is your planet. It is the giver of all life. It is the planet of warmth and expression, and its symbol is the lion, for heaven's sakes. I mean, you have a lot to offer. You're an incredibly strong being. If you ever feel overshadowed, again, I'm finding it difficult this week in seeing that this is anything having to do with outside influence. I feel like this is a really internal project for you. If it has to do with other people, certainly okay, like use these messages about other people or organizations or influences. If not, and I'm reading this incredibly intuitively for you, and this is actually what's going on, I would suggest anything that you feel that you were overshadowed by, including because of what you were just coming out of, the mending phase, what you were just healing. If this is complete, or if this is coming into a completion and you've mended holes in your heart, pieces that were missing, questions that needed answered, etc. If there was a mending involved here, you're in a real strong position this week, Leo, now, because of this work that you've done for yourself. And it is a great deal of emotional work. You can see in every card there's a great deal of blue. There's different shades of it. the least blue card only because there are some clouds. Here is the mending card, but this is to be expected. Anytime we're coming out of a healing phase, we had to have washed away, for example, some of the energies in those clouds, so they could have even been the benefit. In fact, when I do meditation, and certainly over the years, and having done meditation, one of the things that I learned to do was to put anything negative or that I was done with in a cloud so it could wash away. And perhaps this is what you've done here. And they're just sort of fading away now, and all this blue is coming in, blue skies, right? Open skies, no cloud. Great deal of energy. I don't mean to go on and on. It's just such a beautiful, powerful card. And this is about action. This is about male energy. It doesn't mean you're male. It doesn't mean you need to be male. It doesn't mean action is necessarily masculine. It's just because it's yang as opposed to yin on the opposite side of that Chinese symbol. And again, Treasure Island, like I said, this is about the law of attraction, bringing joy, bliss, contentment, and prosperity into your own life. Hopefully you can see the array of stars and hearts around here. This is about self-love. This is about understanding your place in the universe, that you are a beautiful, decent, kind, generous person who has so much to offer. I don't really feel that that was a question for you. I think there had literally... I think if there was a question at all or a concern at all, it was, how do I manifest this? How do I get back at even this place of thinking and feeling if I don't mend what was keeping me from it? Or if I don't get to the source of what was keeping me from it, or from feeling this. And you can see the turtle has it on his or her back. There's a great deal of balance here between the air and the water. So this is a real balancing act for you, but I don't think it's difficult here. I think that you understand that you're one with the universe, and there are bigger roles for you to play, and I think you're willing to play them. I think you're willing to do this manifestation work down here, this sort of, to bring this nirvana into your life. It's also ancient wisdom here. You might be drawing upon influence or information or inspiration because this is an external position card here, but only because it resonates with you. So if there is a speaker or a lecturer or an activist or an author or a writer or an actor or whomever is true and authentic and successful in your view, you may look to them or to those organizations for inspiration, and this will help guide you as well. And again, with your Milk and Honey card, the Nirvana card, this is something you hold within. This is something that belongs to you. Only you can give it to yourself, and it is just absolutely beautiful. You can see, and the jars are full. This is a picnic. They're out in the sun. There is a beautiful rainbow. The sun is shining right through it. It's just about being positive. This is about thinking positive, right? Law of attraction. This is about being positive. This is about the cessation of worry, the cessation of concern, the cessation of criticism. This is about using spiritual energy for higher good and for bringing prosperity into your life versus focusing on what isn't working. Okay, so it looks like a grand scale refocusing here for the week, Leo, so that's wonderful for you. And again, by the book, this is just a card of strictness and about following steps. So I'm not surprised actually to see this here, because if you are putting these into practice, look at this, blue, 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 holy cow. Right? And you know, the ocean and the sky, the fire, like you are really balanced this week when it comes to this emotion, the intellect, these two worlds for you. So I'm not surprised here that you're able to say, oh, okay, this is gonna, whatever this is for you, this is gonna take steps, or I need to do this in order. Not shocked. This shouldn't be shocking. And I think that you'll find this actually really cool. And if you treat it like a project, or like it's fun, or like even a little bit of a game, you know, if it's got some sort of lightness infused into it, I think you might actually be able to have fun with this. So whether it's a creative project or an emotional development or prosperity project, I think you're able to have fun with it, and you're definitely able to enjoy it. You're able to see large picture stuff. It could be creating a dream board for yourself, being in touch with positive energies that you had let go of for whatever reason or you weren't convinced of. I think you'll find if you spend more time thinking about how much both energies, both positive and negative, do influence our lives. The focusing is what creates the manifestation, okay? This is really cool to have in this because we're looking at large level law of attraction and prosperity and what you're bringing to the table and feeling grateful and gratitude is the Lynx card. The Lynx's keyword is secrets. Okay, so I'm actually going to leave that kind of there for you, Leo. Whatever those secrets are to you, if they're personal secrets and you need to let go of them, if they need to be revealed, or if they are the secrets of the universe, if you're learning the secrets, meaning the law of attraction and how to apply these in your own life, which is really just about focus. Trust me, it's where are you putting your energy, right? Where are you putting your time and energy? If you're being critical, I think that the question this week could be, if you're being critical, why not be accepting? And then it's the same amount of time, it's the same amount of energy, but it's going to bring more blissful results. This is really interesting. I'm convinced you are on the path to higher learning and study. Like I said, something is going to be step by step for you, and this is going to be a manifestation of study because I don't think you're going to be happy if it just stays in the ether or if it stays as an idea. You want this to be manifest in your world, and it's going to take a little bit of legwork, maybe a little bit of reading. I rely on YouTube a lot for audio tapes or TED Talks or whatever you're interested in. I would take the time and develop this new study for yourself um, because perhaps it is just the study of secrets, right? Or of esoteric or things that you brushed off before that you're going to mend a relationship with and give it another try here. So Leo, I hope that this resonated with you and you found it helpful and healing on some level. I'm always interested in your comments, so let me know what you think of the reading in the comments below if you have a moment. Make sure you like and subscribe. That way you are given notices for every weekly reading that comes up for you so you don't miss one. And I really appreciate you watching today. Take good care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you for your next weekly reading. Bye for now.